Hey folks, in about an hour I have to go and propose this scenario to a client. Now usually I would send this scenario together with the price quote through email, but I believe that the project got rejected too many times because of that. So that's why I decided to go to the client and explain the scenario to them. Now I believe that's usually not because the clients don't like the scenario, but because they don't like the price quote. And that's because they don't understand the details of the scenario. For example, in the scenario, I write something that person A goes from point A to B, and you have to follow that person. Now, for a client, it's just you put the camera there and you shoot that path of the person. But for me as a filmmaker and also storyteller through visuals, I want to follow that person with a Steadicam, and not handheld or anything. I want to use a Steadicam. So you have to put that in the price quote as well. It's an extra cost to use that Steadicam. And I believe that's something you have to explain to your client why you're using that Steadicam. And by doing that, I hope to increase my sales a bit more instead of just sending that through an email where they just have to guess what I'm doing. But let's get to the questions because I don't have that much time, as you know. And the first one comes from Teddy Timotheus. And he asks me, how about lens liquid cleaner with a lens tissue? That's a comment on a video that I made on how to clean your lens, and you can check it out by clicking the card up there. Now, in that video, I actually explained how to clean a lens in the real world, because academically, you will learn that you cannot use like these canned airs or special liquids or anything like that. But in real life, it's just you blow into your lens and you use a microfiber cloth. That's it. Anyways, he asked me if he could use like this special liquids. Personally, I would say stay off from it. If you can clean it with a microfiber cloth, then just use that and nothing else. You know, every lens has a certain coating, and that's something you cannot see. But if you're going to use like the wrong liquids, you could rub off that coating, and that will have an influence on the light passing through your lens. So be careful when using liquids. The next question comes from Mako Sports, and he asks me, will you make Photoshop tutorials for doing YouTube thumbnails? And that's actually a very interesting question because we are currently working on redesigning all the thumbnails in our channel. So I might do a tutorial about that. However, Photoshop isn't really the purpose or the thing of this channel. So I would like to know from you guys, is that something that you look forward to? Would you like me to make tutorials about making thumbnails on Photoshop? Then let me know in the comments here below. The next question comes from Eduardo Portas, and he asks me, is Arrakis your home planet? Well, yes indeed, you can even find pictures on Google about me and Kim walking on that planet. You know, right here, this is me and Kim. I'm just gonna scale that up, right there. And then the last question for today, because I have to get moving very soon now. It might just seem that I'm recording like 5 minutes, but I'm actually recording about half an hour every time. I'm just cutting out a lot of it. Anyways, I've got a question from Dennis HD, who changed his name to Aidsgradgs or something. Anyways, he asks me how to get more clients using Instagram. While unfortunately I don't use Instagram to get clients, I also believe that the type of clients that I'm looking for are on Instagram. Maybe perhaps if you were looking for like sponsorships or anything, you can get clients perhaps from Instagram. And the only thing I can come up with is just by using the correct hashtags. Don't spam like 30 or 40 hashtags in your posts, but use very targeted hashtags of things you want to reach to. And you will see that the people who are also following those hashtags, who have interests in those, that will also look at your post or find your posts. So that's one advice I can give to you. And that's it again for today. I'm going to propose the scenario to my client now, so wish me luck. Thanks a lot for watching and stay creative.